Yes, namaste, man. It's Friday. We got a lot of action out in the financial markets. We got Elon Musk, he's still tweeting and shit, taking down Ethereum, taking down Bitcoin. Use that to your advantage. You know, I think Bitcoin's in a buy zone right now. Doesn't mean it can't go lower, but this is what it looks like when it bottoms. Sometimes you'll hear me say, well, if this ain't the bottom, I'll buy the next one too, meaning I'll buy all of them. That's a different mindset than, quick trading. So today I'm doing some audio recording for my podcast. If you don't already, it's free, man. Go hit my link, get the free ebook. That way we're on the same page. So when you hear me ranting and raving and rotting, you know what I'm working on. It's right out of here. You don't have to die broke. This is what I call the blueprint, the millionaire code to how normal people build wealth. But let's get going on the podcast. Let me get this going before I get to riffing. Yes. Hey guys, welcome to the Money Flow. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about comes about. Whatever you focus on grows. So I got some emails in. And if you want to email me, I'm going to start reading some of these. They could be a question. It could be a comment. It could be like, hey man, you need to comb your hair. He says, Gerald, let's save this one. This one gets long. I may have misinterpreted this one. First, I thought he was bitching. Let's see. Let's save that one. Oh, here we go. Hi, Gerald. Just went through your entire boot camp. He's talking about my 30-day swing trading boot camp. The content is seriously incredible. I've been actively investing for the last 6 years and have a portfolio of over $1 million. Woo. And it's shocking to me how in the dark I was trading compared to what I know now. I have experienced downturn fears, concern, overwhelm, and not understood how to determine bottoms or how to get in and the approach here truly is eye-opening. When I just said, maybe this ain't the bottom, but I'll buy the next one too, meaning I'm buying the bottoms, man. I am planning to actually go through the boot camp again, and now I am quite familiar with the material, grab some of the other little nuances, the gems. So this is why I go live almost every day on YouTube, on Instagram. And listen, I'm not scripting it. I'm just randomly looking at charts. Sometimes I have a subject matter, and what I'm trying to do is just teach the money flow from different angles. Maybe you'll catch something different. I've been trading this way for a long time, so I see the markets a certain way, and it may not jibe with the way you see it. You may look at different things, different indicators. Something that you see as a sell could be a first stage buy for me, and vice versa. There's people who are really short momentum traders, and they're gonna buy those breakouts, and then they're getting in and out, they're scalping. I don't do that. So, so I gotta do me. I gotta do my game. You gotta do you. You gotta do your game. You gotta get the mind part right first, man. That much gathers more is true on every plane of existence, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. Jesus said something similar. Jesus said that those who have will be given more, and those who have not, even what they have, will be taken. It's almost inverse to what you think he would say, but what he's saying is the universal principle is that more gathers more. Multiplication. More shares produces, I'm getting some feedback. More shares produces more dividends, which produces more shares, right? Like more produces more. The more money you invest, the more you compound, the more your wealth grows. The more your wealth grows, the more your wealth grows, right? The fatter you get, the easier it gets to keep getting fatter. Like more. This is the law. I mean, that's just keeping it real. This is the law of nature, that more gathers more. And so if you begin to lose, make mistakes, do dumb shit, like actively lose, then panic out, sell, take that loss, and then now what? Now I got to get back in. What do I buy? Instead of having this bigger long-term picture, also combined with sprinkling in, doing some of those fast money captures. I'm not saying don't play that. I'm saying make sure that you're playing the long game too, man. Like you want, I got money in my pocket, right? Hundreds in my pocket. You got money in your pocket, right? But you also want money that's not coming out of your pocket. That's over here and it's growing, man. It's collecting, it's multiplying, it's appreciating, it's producing cash flow and interest and dividend payments. And this money is in, assets of value. And that's one of the emails I got. We'll talk about that. So a gentleman said he loved my boot camp. I appreciate that. Boot camp's $97. Click my bio link. It's straightforward, like everything else I do. Thank you. This will serve me the rest of my life and teach my kids. You're very, very welcome, sir. This is 519 says, because of you, I'm not flipping with these reds. He's talking about all you weekends in Bitcoin. I was yelling at people. Listen, you want to win the crypto game? All you got to do is buy about 5 different tokens. Seriously, this is not investment advice. Here's what you do. The way you play that game, put money in and just, I'm either going to make a lot of money with this or I'm going to zero. And whatever number you're comfortable with risking at that game, do that. And then just build on it over a period of time. And when it runs up real high, you could take some off, you could borrow against it. We're going to get more into one of the unique features of the Bitcoin asset, that this could be something where you're just buying a little bit all the time. This would be one time that I'd say, listen, just drip it, man. $10 a day, $20 a day, whatever it is that doesn't mess up your life. It doesn't keep you investing from the stock market. It doesn't keep you out of real estate, but you're putting something toward this, or for a season, for a time, you put a whole bunch toward it, and then maybe you back up and start dripping in. So what I'm trying, once I got hooked on the Bitcoin thing, I was like, man, I got to get to a full coin. And so I'm going to try to get to a full coin as fast as I can, and then I'm going to slow it up. And then I'm going to be more of a opportunist. I'm going to wait for those nice moves down, sideways, stage 1 setups, and then I'll buy more. Otherwise, I'm just going to hold the asset. Now, I can do things with this asset. I can earn interest on it. You could stake your Bitcoin and earn returns. They just recently started dropping. They say at like 5%, but it's still a return. You could borrow against it and go buy real estate. That's my play. I'm going to get like 100 grand in Bitcoin. I'm going to borrow against it, go buy a house, just to show on video how this could possibly work. But, you know, there's things you could do with it. So that doesn't mean you don't do your 401k. That doesn't mean you don't do your buy and hold dividend stocks. That doesn't mean you don't start your business. This is just something else that you're adding to your life that could pay off big. Let's see. What else do we got? Because of you, I'm not flipping with these reds. Thank you. I know for a fact that I didn't know of you. I know for a fact if I didn't know of you and hadn't listened to your messages, I would have been one of those who sold at a loss instead of excitedly buying with opportunity in the future. Opportunity in the future. And where one person sees fear, my man here sees opportunity. Why? Because he has a plan called the 4 stages of price movement. I call it the money flow. And we don't know how high it's going to go, and we don't know how low it's going to go. We don't know the next card tomorrow. Right? We just play the hand we're dealt. Mind is creative, and conditions and environment, all experiences in life, are the result of our habitual or predominant mental attitude. In other words, what you think about comes about. The attitude of mind necessarily depends upon what we think. Therefore, the secret of all power, all achievement, all possession depends upon our method of thinking. The money flow is that. This is a method of thinking. That's what that book is right there. Get the ebook, hard copy, shit. Let me sign one. Get it out to you. We'll get it signed up. It's a method of thinking. It's a way of seeing. It's a way of seeing the flow of money as it moves through bonds, index funds, technology stocks, penny stocks, biotechs, growth, REITs, right? Dividend stocks, gold, coffee, commodities, like everything moves in stages. And we can position ourselves, taking advantage of the fear of others, understanding interest rates, understanding asset diversification, allocation, understand the difference between, say, single-family rental properties and maybe owning a trailer park or owning shares in AT&T. All of those could potentially produce passive income. And all of those could be a fucking pain in the ass. AT&T stock could go down. They just cut their dividend. Guess what? People maybe don't pay your rent. Maybe pipes break. Maybe maintenance costs eat up all of your profits. Like these risks, or the asset you own, like Bitcoin, the price comes down. You could see the chance, you could see price coming down as a chance to what? Build your portfolio? Or you could see it what? As a chance to what? Be fearful. It just depends on how you want to see the world, how you want to see price movement, how you want to see how, you know, your time frame, how you want to respond. If your time frame is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 years, these things just simply become opportunities. They just become opportunities. They just become a chance for you to spread your money around, to become, to buy assets on sale, so that when other people are fearful, you begin to look. But you start to think about it. Okay, how do I know it's done going down? Well, first off, it stops going down. So you look at a chart and you're like, all right, what do I mean? I mean like more than one day, like multiple days where it doesn't go back up. And you can look at it and you look at a chart and you can see it, doom, 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 doom. And you say, okay, here, it seems to have stopped going down. I think we have something here. Of course, I'm on the podcast and they can't see me drawing. The money flow is about mindset. Oops, I'm dropping money here. All right, Gerald, get your shit together. We're dropping money. It's raining money. Now, some of my renters pay with cash, and I sure do love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You give and you shall receive, right? That's what Jesus said. Well, guess what? When you get your credit right, this is $800, and you go get about 20 more of these, right? So we need about 20 G's, good credit, and we go find an old 2-bedroom, 1-bath house that's, you know, needs some love in an okay neighborhood, and we're gonna go in and make it beautiful. We're gonna use our sweat, our time. We're gonna do sweat equity. We're gonna clean up the yard, and we're gonna paint the outside, and we're gonna begin to get on YouTube. We're gonna go buy some tools from Freight Harbor. You don't have to buy no big fancy shit. You know, a couple $100, you're gonna get a skill saw that'll work for longer than you need, a wonder saw. You're gonna get you're gonna get everything you need. You're gonna get on there and you're gonna get some paintbrush and you're gonna go to cleaning and scrubbing, and you're gonna take this asset and you're gonna turn it into what? A nice property that now you can rent. And guess what? Every month people are gonna come in, they're gonna hand you this, $800. I have 15 of these, where 15 people come in and go, here you go, Jerome. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go, sir. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. This is not my job, guys. Meaning, this is not my job. This is what I did after my job. Like after work, I went and bought these things. So when you see these REITs pay me a dividend and it's like $280, I bought that years ago. I'm not doing anything. They just give me money. So this is $800, and so I collect about $1,700 a month in dividends. So that's this times 2 plus a little bit more, right? Every month, just money comes in. And guess what? I take that money and I go, here, let's buy 4 shares of that. Let me get 2 of that. Let me get some of that. Yeah, 8 of those. 2 of that. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, let me get a bunch of that CRM. Yeah, put that on 3M right there. And then I go back to what? To work. To doing what I do. Doing what I'm out here doing. Could be mowing yards, could be at your job, could be, I don't know what you do for money. And then as I get that money, I take all that money, right, as I'm making it, and I was saving for a house, so it was me and my girl, and we're taking this money, 800, say $1,000, we set it here. Keep pushing, keep going, cut some shit, save some shit, all of a sudden you got 3,000, and then 7,000. And guess what? What are we trying to do? We need to get it to 20,000, man. Once you get to 20,000, now you can start doing real estate deals. You can use your good credit and that money you stacked up, right? Once you do that, listen, that money is permanently yours. It goes in the form of equity. So this money, when it's 20 G's, gets turned into lumber and plywood. It's an address. They give you the keys and you get to rent it. And every month, guess what? That money's still yours. Not only that, it goes up 5%. So think of this. When you get this house, right? So these people brought me $800. $800 to 2-1. $800 times 12, right? So what is that going to be? $9,200 a year? A year. What if we go get 10 of these? This has nothing to do with my job. This has to do with me taking this and getting about 20 G's. This for today's time, I need to put about 20 G's down, depending on where you live, right? And that'll get us leverage, 4 or 5 to 1. That leverage gives us this house, which gives us this money right here. We stack some of this money, and guess what we do? Buy another house. Now what happens? It's all times 2. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Now we do it in stocks. So we got 1,000. And we go, hey, let me get 15 shares of that. Next month, let me get 15 shares of that. The next month, it's a different stock this time. Hey, let me get 8 shares of that. And as time goes on, those shares start throwing you off a little. Hey, here's 20, bro. All right, thanks. Put it back in for more. Oh, hey, Joe, here's $1.20. Oh, all right, thanks, man. I take the $1.20, I put it back. Let me get 2 more shares. Oh, cool. So next time it's $1.20, 22. Joe, we gave you $2.50 more because you bought those more shares. All right, hey, let's do that deal again. Keep the money. Put it on my sheet, but next time pay me another $3, all right? Cool. And let's keep that deal going. And as a matter of fact, let's keep that going for about 10 fucking years. Every time you pay me, I'm gonna give it back to you. You add it to my balance, and then you raise my passive, and then you give it to me. And let's just do that game back and forth for a whole bunch of times. And then I say, could I spread the risk on this game? Well, yeah, you could. Okay, let's do some over here in this. Oh, hey, these don't pay dividends, but these go up 100, 200, 300, 400%. Let me get some on that. Oh, yeah. Put most of this back on that house. And now we got to get up tomorrow and do what? Go do this again. See what I'm saying? See, on the podcast, they can't see what we did, but I was throwing out money. That much gathers more is true on every plane of existence, and that loss leads to greater loss is equally true. Mind is creative, and conditions and environment and all experiences in life are the result of our habitual and mental attitude. The attitude of mind necessarily depends upon what we think. Therefore, the secret of all power and all achievement and all possession depends upon our method of thinking. This is true because we must be before we can do, and we can do only to the extent in which we are, and what we are depends upon what we think. How you think is everything. The money flow is about a way of thinking. It's a methodology. It's a way of seeing life, seeing the world, of looking for that flow, looking for that. Where is my flow? How are these things moving? How does this dividend thing, interest thing, passive thing, how does this come back to me? How do I multiply this? How could I better organize and structure myself to make this work better for me? Hey, hit my link, man. I've babbled enough for today. We'll get back on it. I didn't want to go into the weekend and not have recorded something. So we're on, same message on the podcast. Is on YouTube, of course, this very day, where you could go and see me playing with the $800 in rent money. I want you to think about that. I don't need this money. Don't need it at all. The point to that isn't to brag, it's to say, what can we put this in today so that the 800 becomes 8,000? We want to turn the 800 into 8,000. That may be just setting it right here. And then we go get some more to come back to set it right here. And you keep piling it up, right? Keep piling it up. That much gathers more. It's true on every plane of existence that as you pile up more, guess what? You want more. More gathers more. And where there is none, it doesn't gather anything, man. God bless.